Alright, people, my name is Ugochukwu. Today is June 12th, 2021. Hey, I bring you this interesting, I don't want to call it interesting, so there's nothing interesting about it. Look at that, you see this is a picture of somebody carrying the dead body of his father. They show the pictures. You see him, they show him in different angles, right? See, look on the right hand side, he's carrying the dead body of his own father. And look on the left, it's him. Somebody showed it in a different angle. They captured it in a different angle. Who killed his father? Why was his father killed? So this podcast will answer those questions, So we're gonna read something. We're gonna read something written by, remember that attorney? We're gonna read something written by him, and then we'll go from there. I will explain. After I read that, I will show you the actual video showing this guy carrying his father's corpse. I'm not gonna show you the entire video, but the video is about 3 minutes. I'm gonna show you maybe about a couple of seconds of it, because that kind of stuff, we shouldn't be happy or glorifying it, But anyway, let's go. See, we're gonna read the stuff the attorney wrote, and then after that, I'll show you the video. Now, the attorney I'm referring to is Barrister Emeka Ugwu Onye. You remember in the past we read about two in two separate videos. I read something that the barrister wrote. So let's look at this one. He has written another interesting stuff. I got this for a couple of days, but I didn't have time to get to it. Look at it. Let's read it. See the title there? This thing was written on June 10th. That was 2 days ago. That's when I got it. The title is The Most Obvious Characteristics of the Followers of Nnamdi Kanu. Right? The followers of Nnamdi Kanu. Some people call the followers of Nnamdi Kanu I-punks. I-punks. You know the word punk. Some people label them I-punks. But let's read this. He said the first characteristic is number 1, anger. Anger. They have poor anger management. They get very angry on everything they don't like. Pick up on that. If you say something they don't like, they get angry with you. If you go online and criticize Nnamdi Kanu, they get angry with you. They call you all kinds of names. If you question, ask what has Nnamdi Kanu been doing with all the money he's been collecting, they will jump on you. They will ask you, how much did you contribute? Right? There's one stupid guy somewhere in Western Hemisphere. If he says something about Nnamdi Kanu, what he will ask you is, what have you done? Can you tell us what you have done? That way we can follow you. He's a die-hard supporter of Nnamdi Kanu. But he's sitting somewhere in the Western Hemisphere. Instead of him going down to where to fight, you should go down there with his kids and wife and fight. He wouldn't do it. He's sitting down there, pumping up Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu sending innocent kids to go and kill and die. But anyway, let's continue. The right here, I'm over here. He says there, I have no self-control. Right? That describes them very well. No self-control. Do you know that self-control? Oh man, I wish. You know what I would do? I'm gonna find that. I'll find that book. There was a book written by. Do you remember that lady they called Tiger Mom? Remember, there's a lady, a professor. a law professor they call Tiger Mom. Let me see if I can find the book. Here, I have the book. Of course, I had to buy that book. I was doing research on something. I needed to mention that book. Well, I needed to, the topic discussed in the book was part of the stuff I was writing about, so I had to reference the book. The book is called The Triple Package by Amy Chua and Jed Robinfield. Right? Triple Package. I will pull it up for you in a minute. So now we're still on the self-control issue. The lady actually made the claim. He said that Nigerians, she mentioned immigrants to America, that they have, that they're doing very well in America because they defy what she calls, they defy their impulse to consume stuff, buy stuff, consume stuff. They defy it. So that's what she calls it, impulse control. That these immigrants that control their impulses very well. It's the same thing as self-control. Something as self-control. But anyway, we'll forget about this lady for a while. Maybe one day I will do a video on that. So you see what this barrister is saying here? punks have no self-control. And then let's continue. Anger blocks their reasoning. They don't speak in rational manner. They show you that anger does not allow them to reason. Given that Nnamdi was detained in the same prison as I was, you will not expect his supporters to try to use my detention to mock me. They should have known that once they mention my prison detention, they will remind the reader of Nnamdi's own prison detention. And that will lead the leader to remember that while I am man enough to stand to face my opponents in court, Nnamdi Kanu ran away and became a fugitive from justice. So Nnamdi's followers are mad people. But you see what he's saying there, that section is just twisted and turning. Basically, the man said that he was arrested because, from what I understand, he used to be the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu. I think he was arrested at the time Nnamdi was arrested. So I think they shared the same prison. But he stayed in Nigeria to fight the case against him. The same way Wazirike. Remember Wazirike that started this Biafra thing? He was arrested many times. He stayed there and fought the stuff and fought it off. He stayed in Nigeria moving freely like somebody who is free. The same thing with what's his name? Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo was beaten up, arrested many times, imprisoned many times. He fought the stuff through the court system. Do you remember what this guy said yesterday? I don't know if I showed you that part. Yeah, I did show you that part. The video I played for you yesterday, last night. Sean Kuti, the son of Fela, he said that if you have a case with the federal government, you get good lawyers, you always win, because the federal government, they don't never know what they're doing. They never win any case. Somebody who's corrupt, everybody knows he's corrupt, he gets a good lawyer, he will beat the federal government. But the federal government, they don't do any investigation, they don't do anything, they just go to court like fools and lose. So basically, this lawyer is saying here that he stood his ground and he probably won the case. But Nnamdi Kanu took off flying away because he knows he would lose. He will probably lose, because even though the Nigerian government doesn't know what they're doing when they go to court, they always lose. I bet you Nnamdi Kanu will lose. He will be the first person that will lose against the federal government of Nigeria because he doesn't know what he's doing. That's why he took off running, because he said all manner of nonsense. If he go back to all the way to 2012, up to the time he was arrested. The man was talking trash, said all kinds of stuff that if they play in the court, he will lose. That's why he took off running. And then secondly, he took off running because he wanted to continue enjoying the money, the free money he's collecting from our youth. But anyway, let's continue. Number 2, they are thoughtless. You see that? Pick up on that. They are thoughtless. They don't think. They don't think at all. In the first paragraph, the number 1, he said that the supporters of Nnamdi Kanu don't have any self-control, right? There's something anger blocks their reasoning. But in the second one here, the number 2, he said they don't think at all. They lack the ability to think. That is why they thought they could fight and defeat Nigerian army with their Odeshi and see them dying like chicken. Only the police are destroying their fighters. What will happen when soldiers arrive? Well, see what is happening there. Nnamdi Kanu, they're just emulating their master. Right? Nnamdi Kanu opens his mouth. He doesn't think. Because he can, some words come out of him and he just speaks them. He just says the words because it makes sense to him. But he doesn't know he's making fool of himself. Calling Nigeria zoo. Calling everybody. He will say, what's his name? Wike. He will say, Wike, the governor of somewhere, the governor of River State. Wike, you are a dead man. I will kill you. I will hunt you down. This, that. I will kill. If you want to kill somebody, why do you have to announce it? Just do it. Do it. Don't say it. But he wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't kill anybody. He's just talking. He's a coward. That's why he's hiding in Germany. He just hides there, shoot off his mouth, pump up the youth he's deceiving, and the youth will be talking like him, thinking like the man is tough. But they're not thinking. They're not thinking. That's why you see this thing. I'm going to explain it in a minute. That's why you see that. You see that stupid punk carrying the dead body of his father. They're not thinking, so they do anything, to support their master. So let's keep going. They are extremely violent people, you see? Very, very violent. That's why you see that. This boy carrying the dead body of his father. Who killed his father? You'll find out in a minute. They are extremely violent people. Slightest argument and they are ready to fight. See, the thing is, there are a lot of them in number. So if you're in Nigeria, you criticize them, they probably gang up together against you. But let them come to America and start killing people. Let them try it. Because they know in Nigeria, people have no right to carry guns. So because they are criminals, they can get access to guns. Criminals always get access to guns in where guns are banned, right? If you ban guns, that's one of the arguments against banning guns in America. If you ban guns, criminals will always get it, and then they will start killing people. That's what is happening in Nigeria. But let them come here and try to kill anybody. People will just mow them down. Because everybody here has access to guns, you see. Yes, they think, they think that they're born with, violent nature or something. Slight argument like this, if you disagree with them or criticize Kanu, they will find a way to kill you. But let's continue reading this though. We are receiving reports. I'm over here. Right here. We are receiving reports of how they go to filling stations. You see that? Filling stations are just a gas station where you buy gas. They go to filling station, take free fuel, and rob the filling station. They are robbing fellow Igbos. They pretend to be protecting our farmers from the herdsmen, but they are killing our people that run filling stations. They are killing our people in the police. Most of the policemen, they killed our Igbos. Now, listen to this now. Okay, you go to the filling station. Instead of you paying for the gas, you take the gas and then you rob the place. What kind of nonsense is that? Doesn't this show you? Don't you think that somebody is advising them to do this? I bet you Nnamdi Kanu is advising them to do this because that's what that man does. That's his mindset right there. You can rob people take their money and deceive them. You can go in there, take somebody's gas and don't pay. If Nnamdi Kanu is truly looking for Biafra, he wants to, liberate Igbo, his supporters or Igbo people, right? There's no way they will be doing stuff like this, robbing people. You would discipline your people, say never ever steal anything from anybody, don't rob anybody. If you buy something, pay for it, because it will make you look good. People would believe in your cause. But if you go to a gas station, rob them, beat people up, take their gas, don't pay, and those are Igbo people, what do you think the people will be thinking about? What do you think they will be thinking about you and your cause? Are they going to follow you in your cause? Of course they will not. So that's why I said the man is he's just thoughtless, and violence is in his nature. That's why the way he's training the young people that are following him, they are extremely violent in nature. But anyway, let's continue. I'm over here, right here. Sometimes something else I will soon reveal. How Nnamdi recruited most of his top Nigerian supporters from the prison. Some of them are dangerous criminals, are armed robbers he met in prison. You see that? Yeah, he met, in any society, you have dangerous criminals. Everywhere you go, Japan, they have dangerous criminals. China, they have dangerous criminals. America has dangerous criminals. So we're not an exception. The number may be small, but they're there. So Nnamdi Kanu recruit them. Instead of reforming them, put them in better use, find something for them to use, get them jobs, rehabilitate them. No, he will have them start committing the same crime that got them arrested in the first place. That's how he will get Biafra. When he gets that Biafra, I wonder what that Biafra will look like. Criminals will be running amok everywhere. And then you give, okay, so he's going to take the criminals and give them a job as finance minister, or as a youth leader, or as a principal of a school. What do you think the criminals will do? Anyway, let's continue. If they think they can intimidate me, they don't know me. Nnamdi used his time in prison to recruit hardened criminals. Once they complete their sentence, they join his organization and become freedom fighters. Yeah, right. My freedom fighters, my foot. Some of you want me to stop saying these things, but these are criminals parading as freedom fighters. It will be impossible to keep quiet, especially if they have the gut to try to bully me here on this forum. I don't know what forum this man is. I wish I know where is that. The only reason I have not said all I can say is because I don't want to help this government in any way. That is their saving grace. Well, no, I understand that sentiment. Nobody wants to help Buhari, because Buhari hates Igbo people. But on the other hand, if I have to help Buhari to stop young Igbo men from being killed by Nnamdi Kanu, I will do it. So there's don't have any qualm helping Buhari to save lives, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. Is Nnamdi Kanu is he saving lives? Or is he sending the kids to go kill people, kill innocent people? He's not saving any life. This thing here will show you in a minute. It will show you what I mean by that. But anyway, let's read the last paragraph. Initially, I might not have made more than the first post on Nnamdi Kanu, but but the insult and attacks from his followers forced me to make more posts. How did they expect to silence someone with insults? There are people you never try to bully. Yes, I agree with this guy. There are people, if you try to insult them, they fight back. Everybody will have different nature. Everybody has different, different attitude and mannerism. Some people, if you insult them, they walk away. Some people, if you punch them, they punch you. If you punch them one time, they punch you 10 times. So especially when you're running around with little brain, you don't know what the hell you're doing. So Let me bring you this. The article has ended, so let me bring you this. You see that? You know what is that? This is an IPOB member. He actually killed his father. What happened? He went in there, killed his father because his father refused to support Nnamdi Kanu. You remember what this attorney said? Anger, anger. One of their characteristics is anger. Another characteristic is thoughtlessness, lack of ability to think. The third one is what? They're extremely violent people. Slightest argument, they are ready to fight. Don't you see that's how that boy killed his father right there? Actually, see, let me show you this part. He said a young man named Promise from Abia State, see? Continue reading, murdered his own father for not supporting his supreme leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You see that? I will read that again. That way you can get it. Let me read that again from the beginning. A young man named Promise from Abia State murdered his own father for not supporting his supreme leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You see that? You see, if you read over here, you will see. It says, Ipobian forced to carry corpse of his murdered father by irate neighbors. So what had happened, I think he killed his father because his father doesn't support Nnamdi Kanu. And then his neighbors got mad and forced him to carry the body of his father, walking around the community. So I'm going to get you the video. The person who sent me this picture also sent me a video. Like I said, the video is... we don't want to glorify the death of somebody, Stuff like this, I don't like to watch it, I just ignore it because it makes me angry. For my sanity, I just forget stuff like this. I don't watch that kind of video. There are people send me a lot of videos of stuff going on, by Americans, by Nigerian soldiers. I just delete them. If I click them, see a little bit, I delete them. Even the pictures from... yesterday when they said I got pictures that Fulani killed a lot of people, they butchered them. Whenever I see something like that, I just turn my eyes away and delete them. I don't like watching stuff like that. It just makes me extremely angry. So what I would do, I will show you this video, show you a little bit of it. That way you can see yourself how somebody got this picture. So let me get to it.
This morning, you have killed your father.
Alright, you seen the video, right? I wanted you to see his face. You see right there? I think people actually beat him up. Yeah, because if you see his face, his eyes and mouth, they're all swollen. So people actually really, they call him and beat him up. You see what they're saying? You have killed your father. They say he's a carpenter or something. I don't know how Nnamdi Kanu goes to Nigeria there. I don't know how he reaches there. I think he has what they call I forgot what the word they use, captain leader or something like that. They go around, registering people to join them. Yeah, this is a good illustration of this article I just read to you. Illustrates the article well. See that? Anger. They're very angry. They have poor anger management, right? 2, they are thoughtless. They lack the ability to think. You get that? Number 3, they are extremely violent. Slightest argument and they are ready to fight. And then when you want to fight, what do? You probably possibly kill somebody. And the man you're looking at, he killed his own father because he can't think, because he lacks the ability to think, because he has very, very high anger. I mean, what I want you to consider is if somebody can really kill his father, what do you think he would do to you? If you disagree with him and if he catches you in a corner where nobody's watching, let's say there are 3 of them and then you alone, and you say something against Nnamdi Kanu or you disagree with them, if these people can kill their fathers, what do you think they will do to you? That's a food for thought. The man, Nnamdi Kanu, has turned our youth into monsters, man. And then some people say we shouldn't criticize them. You criticize them, you become a bad person. Well, we're gonna be criticizing him. You can't do nothing about it. Cannot do a damn thing. If you think you can do something, do it. We'll wait for you to show up. Useless people. Even if they give you, remember, give us Biafra. Biafra will come. Even if they give you Biafra, what will you do with Biafra? You go around killing your parents? If Biafra comes from wherever Biafra is, Biafra will come. Biafra is in the moon. After you kill all your parents, Biafra will come. Come down. That way you can enjoy. You kill your mother, kill your father, and Biafra comes, and then you enjoy. Hopeless people.